Hello everyone and welcome to this next video about essential yoga equipment. Well, there are dozens of yoga stores and they have quite a large selection of different yoga equipment you can buy. But in today's video I'm going to introduce the essential objects you can buy to improve or enhance your yoga practice. The first one is a yoga block. This is by mistake often taken as equipment for beginners only, but yoga blocks have nothing to do with your state in the yoga practice. They are made to support certain poses because we don't all have the same body, so depending on what you practice or where you'd like to get or where you need support, yoga blocks are an important accessory for anyone practicing. Usually you can buy them in a set of 2 and there are lots of different materials available. You can also buy blocks made of wood or cork, or as these ones, this is some kind of soft rubber. Actually, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to buy blocks, you can very well use a thick book as well. This will serve the exact same purpose. In general, I'm a great fan of yoga blocks because you can make a lot of poses much more individual by using these blocks. So you can get the best benefit out of the pose if you adapt it for your personal needs with a yoga block. On my channel, you will also find a video on how to adapt the most popular poses with yoga blocks appropriately. The second accessory is a yoga belt. Let me briefly show you that. It's just a one strap that has the possibility to lock it in here. Yoga belts are not used very often in most classes, but nevertheless, they can also enable you to make some poses easier or more intensive if you would like to practice them in a certain way. Of course, you can also take just a regular belt. It doesn't have to be a special yoga belt. Then, of course, we have the yoga mat. This is just an example. I have dozens of yoga mats. And this is also the most important and the most basic accessory. Of course, a lot of studios offer mats that you can borrow in the class, but I prefer my personal mat. There are several reasons for that. Yoga is not a sport. So I don't consider yoga equipment as just a basic sports equipment. One essential thing of yoga is that you also feel well with your soul when you practice. So if you choose a mat that you like in terms of the color and the material, this will already put you in a much more positive state when you start your practice. So you don't think, oh, I don't like this color, and every time I look down, I sort of get distracted by the color, or you think that the material is uncomfortable or whatever. So I think it's very important that you have the right yoga mat for you. This can very well be a different mat on different days, depending on our mood. There are mats available, for instance, with very nice prints. If you don't like that, you can also have a mat in a more decent color. So there's lots of different designs available. Also, I would pay attention to the material. There are a lot of yoga mats that are very slippery. So depending on the type of practice you do or how your hands feel like, there might be different materials suitable for you. I very much like recycled materials. For example, cork is very popular as well for yoga mats, which I prefer in comparison to plastic. And last but not least, there are also some hygienic aspects to that. If you have your personal yoga mat, you can make sure that you clean it every now and then. Some of them are washable as well. And depending on how long you've got them, you can also replace them whenever you feel like. So these 3 things are really the basic objects you should have. There's a lot of other things as well, such as yoga wheels or fascia rolls, etc. But to start a practice, this is much more than fine. So I think with that you're very well prepared for your first yoga class. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and if you enjoyed the video, I'm happy if you give it a thumbs up. Okay, thanks for watching and hope to see you next time.